lecturer, Department of Psychology, Olabisi Onabanjo, University of Galway, Nigeria. Sincerely, I feel so happy, I feel so elated when I was nominated and eventually when I was informed that I'm one of the awardees. It's one of the greatest award that I will ever receive, and I'm grateful to Afrikanwatch for the opportunity. Afrikanwatch media is going higher, and I know if we have young men and women that could gather like this, there is future for Nigeria, there is future for Africa. You know, men that will not approach you for any pecuniary motive, you know, they are doing their work professionally, they follow the ethics of the work. I think I'm proud of them.
Professor Captain Atte Oloruntoba to please give us the opening prayer, please. Professor.
Can we bow? Our everlasting Father, God Almighty, the one who lives in the Most High, none over the earth, the creator of the heavens and the earth and the things therein. In the name of only begotten Son, Christ Jesus, we thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to come to you this afternoon. Having traveled far and wide from all walks of the four corners of the earth to be gathered today. We are pleading on your undeserved kindness, that may you be with us all throughout today with all the program lineup. And let it be that we'll be able to have success in this gathering. That by the time we finish in the evening, all of us will have cause to glorify you. And for those that are coming on their way, you'll be with them. May you protect them, let them be able to come here safely and join us in peace and utter pieces. Take all the glory and the honor of this event, and let it be said that by the time we finish, the whole of this environment will know that your name is indeed praised. Thank you very much for giving us this privilege to be alive. And for us to be able to see ourselves again after a while, for those of us that know each other, the honor, glory, and adoration continue to give us. We make all this request before you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Pray. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
So I'll quickly invite to the high table the following personalities. Please help me make welcome Mr. Femi Omokungbe. Sorry, Professor Femi Omokungbe. Engineer Femi Omokungbe. Sorry, he is the rector of Yaba College of Technology, Engineer Femi Omokungbe. You highly welcome, sir. Thank you for coming. So I'd like to invite as well Mr. Dennis Amakre, MON, retired Assistant Director, Developmental State Services, SSS. Please round of applause for him. Please help me welcome Orogun Barrister Benson Ndakara to the high table. Professor Otumba Sola Fosudo. Please to the high table. Okay, he's not here. We await his arrival. So at this point in time, we would like to take the national anthem.
Training me to become more productive to myself and to the entire generation of Nigeria. Thank you. And also, I want to thank the guest lecturer for today's event, Mr. Benson Ndakara, MON, retired Assistant Director, Department of State Security Service, who will be doing justice to the lectures of today. And it will interest you to also know that putting up this type of program is not always easy. We work night and day to ensure that everything works out perfectly well. However, we cannot keep thanking all those who have also contributed to the growth of Afrikanwatch media for the past 10 years and so on and so forth. Without wasting much time, I'll just go straight to give my welcoming address in the space of 2 minutes, so I'm through. Yes, of course, Afrikanwatch Media Annual Lecture titled Nigerians, where do we go from here after 58 years of independence? And of course, you will agree with me that today we ask similar question our founding father must have asked when we got our independence. Where do we go from here? And then, of course, when Nigeria got our freedom from the bourgeoisies, which we now call our colonial masters, our managers, that where do we go from here? How do we build a united country? Maybe they must have dreamed of building heaven on earth, or probably believe that with the young nations, abundance of natural resources, human capacity building, and of course, having a unified country. Yes, of course, they also believe that our founding fathers that they can surpass the colonial masters. But all this became an illusion after the military coup January 15, 1966, and the bloody civil war that lasted more than 3 years. Like Niccolo Machiavelli tells us of the insistence of Cicero in a book known as De Officiis, a work continually quoted and applauded by the humanists, that a virtuous man should gain his ends by communication and persuasion, rather than force or by treachery. The tactics appropriated to animals, the lions and the fox, respectively. Should we now resolve to agree that our freedom was gotten in the treachery or persuasion manner? Well, as noted in a book titled Why We Struck, the story of the first Nigerian code, written late Major Ademola, reminded us that the army wanted to rule the people carelessly without direction. We would have certainly have created a mass political movement which will lead and vigilantly guide the nation along the path of pure democratic socialism. This will have meant that the army will see itself not an army of occupation which indulged itself in political reactions. Political reaction, revisionism, economic robbery, corruption, and sabotage as it is under the regime of Ironsi and Gowon. The question I ask therefore are, what role has the military played in rebuilding Nigeria after they truncated the country's dream? How have they been able to join hands in rebuilding the hills in the land? Have they been a blessing in disguise or a curse to the citizenry? Well, let us judge by ourselves. At the same time, we dare not conclude that the military has incessantly been a nightmare or has not contributed to the development of Nigeria. If we do, that will amount to pure hate and not being fair. However, nations are not built by mere men of honor, valor, and integrity. But in our case, we've seen that men of unquestionable character are taking over Nigeria's political circle, and that is why the country wallows in poverty, political disequilibrium, political impostors, and political bourgeoisies have kept Nigeria in darkness. Sadly, Nigeria has remained in total perversity, but we must not lose hope, for we can only do so when we cease to exist as a nation. Nigeria will be great again. Nigeria will regain her lost glory, and that day will come when we shall sing that song, "Hey Nigeria, my own. Hey Nigeria, my pride. Hey Nigeria, my dream. Hey Nigeria, where I am." Thank you very much.
Our chairman, Engineer Femi Omokungbe, I'd like to invite you for your opening remarks. Please, a round of applause for him.
A delight to welcome you to this occasion, the 8th annual lecture of the Afrikanwatch group. It is also my privilege to welcome you to Yaba College of Technology, the premier higher institution in Nigeria. The topic of today's lecture, Nigerians, where do we go from here after 58 years of independence, speaks for itself. The editor-in-chief in his opening remarks, though, has given us an insight into the lecture. I will leave the guest speaker, who has been invited specifically to do justice to read. Suffice to say that we are still some steps away from our dreamland as a nation, and there is need for all hands to be on deck, irrespective of our various leaning, religion, politics, ethnicity, social class, etc. It is our fervent prayer that our generation and those to come will bring about the desired changes that will make Nigeria great. May I use this opportunity to congratulate all those to be given awards at this occasion today. It is a thing of joy to be recognized for noble deeds while you are still alive. Such gestures serves as a motivation for more nobler deeds. You will be recognized for your contributions in various capacities and to various people and groups. Let this award spur you on to greater contributions and service to humanity. Once again, I want to congratulate you. On behalf of all the awardees, I also want to express our gratitude to Afrikanwatch, the media group that have found it necessary to identify people of good works and to publicly recognize them. May the Lord recognize you and reward you bountifully. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once more, I welcome you to this gathering and urge you to listen attentively to the lecture of today. Thank you for listening, and God bless you all.
Enlightened. I feel so happy. Wow, I expected us to trash especially the lecture aspect of it, because that's the most important thing. I'm looking at I'm looking at us having, kind of making a position on the way forward for Nigeria. In fact, when I got my letter of invitation, that was what strikes my mind. I said, no, it's not about the award, but it's about the lecture. What is the lecture going to do, especially for we who are living in this system of things in respect of what is happening in Nigeria? So I'm looking forward for comments
I'm looking forward for contributions on a way forward, because we must surely move forward in Nigeria.
We have not gotten there. Truly, we are still growing. You know, like the most used language now in Nigeria is inconclusive. Everywhere inconclusive. Where are you wrong? Where are you running to? You know, the other day I was listening to Rocha Sokorota. He said, the Nigeria I have at heart, my idea I have of my own Nigeria is in my head. I said, Uncle, leave it there. Let it be in your head. How can a reasonable man mold Jacob Zuma with 520 million naira? How much is the risk of Jacob Zuma? Nigeria, we are not going anywhere. Look at the way our politicians are just misbehaving. You know, I said earlier about our Nigerian police. That is my concern, because mostly my work is at night. You know, we'll go out for events and they will usually meet them. I went to a police station. Can you imagine? DJ, control yourself. Went to a police station. You can you imagine the police station? I saw their generator. They changed it. They changed police station. That is their generator. They changed it. That is to tell you that even them, they don't even have security. So how can you trust somebody who does not have security in his hand? The policeman changed their own generator. So you yourself, you should know how to secure yourself. You know, the other day we went for an event, coming back, and we were robbed in front of police station. We went to the policeman standing at the gate. As officer, they just robbed us. Say, hey, yeah. As officer, I mean they just robbed us now. He said, hey, yeah, but you, why you always dey pass on that road now? I said, sir, what do you mean? He said, that was the same place DPO was robbed. They beat him up, collected his phone and is gone. So if they can be able to run DPO, who are you? Huh? That is the Nigeria we are in.
Shobo, retired, MD CEO, Seagul Security Companies to the high table. Thank you. So help me make welcome as well, Dr. Wahab A. Azeez, Chief Lecturer, Federal College of Technology, Technical. Please, a round of applause for him as he joins the high table. And as well, please help me welcome to the high table, Dr. Samuel Fasanmi, social commentator and analyst. He's also a senior lecturer at the Federal University, Gusau, EOP State. Please, a round of applause for him. All right, please help me welcome, recognize the presence rather of the following personalities. Mr. C.P Ayodele is the MD CEO of Quincy Ayodele. Or she rather, thank you very much, Toby. She is the MD CEO of Quincy Ayodele. Please help me welcome Ms. Tessie Adeyemi. Ms. Tessie Adeyemi, please a round of applause for her. Okay, she is an award-winning newscaster and a CMC Gladiator supporter. And then lastly, please help me recognize the presence of Babatunde Ladipo. Please a round of applause for Mr. Babatunde Ladipo.
I think at this moment, I want to invite Mr. Joe Ejofo, the Public Relations Officer of the Yaba College of Technology and Deputy Rector, to really help us review the national memo.
When pundits are analyzing Nigerian political history, they often perceive that Nigeria independence was willingly and freely given, compared to the Southern African countries of Namibia, Angola, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique, where they fought with their blood to secure freedom and independence. However, sometimes I often tell these pundits that if the humongous fund that accrued to Nigeria in the 70s and early 80s as a result of the oil windfall has come in the 50s, perhaps we will not have secured our independence willingly and freely. We may probably have fought with our blood to gain it. In 1960, the Nigerian dream was hard. our country was often touted as an emerging global nation. As a matter of fact, at that time, Nigeria was at par with the now Asian tigers country of Singapore, Thailand, and South Korea. Can we say that Nigeria has achieved but can Nigeria truly boast of being at the same par with Singapore or South Korea 58 years after? Can we say that Nigeria has achieved what our founding fathers, Azikiwe, Awolowo, and Belewa, set out to achieve? This memoir, a compendium of well-researched articles, try to give insightful answers to this question. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, over time, I've had the opportunity of reviewing books in the form of bestsellers, textbook, and autobiography, but I have never reviewed a memoir. This one is my first and will probably be the beginning of many to come. I thank Mark, publisher and editor-in-chief, for the opportunity, privilege, and honor. The first chapter of the memoir opened with a beautifully scripted write-up by a renowned lawyer and human rights activist, Dr. Tunji Abayomi, titled, Our Founding Father Dream of a United Nigeria. In this classical work, Dr. Abayomi asks some fundamental questions, such as, what manner of a nation did our founding father created? Did they hear the voices of the people when they established the foundation of the Nigerian nation? Did they examine the spirit of unity or disunity prevailing at that time? Did they work well on how the nation of their dream will grow rich and avoid uncaring poverty? Dr. Barr stated that our founding fathers recognized our interest, diversity as a nation, and therefore work towards instituting a new federation for the country. It disclosed, however, that the military, who never partook in the tedious fight for independence, intervened by force and unceremoniously scuttled what will have become Nigerian path to greater democracy. Following the same trend, Senator Anthony Adefuye, known as the Lion of Shobo, in his contribution titled The Retired Military Personnel Should Be Banned Completely from Contesting for Political Office, argued that the military intervention in governance scuttled the plan of the nation founding father. Imagine what would have become of Nigerian democratic process if the military has not ventured into governance. He concluded with finality that the rightful place of the military was in the barrack, and classified their adventure in governance as a total aberration. Sir William Igomi Park, JP, a retired Assistant Controller General of Immigration, write-up comes next. His view on military in governance differs sharply with that of Senator Adefuye and Dr. Abayomi. He perceived that it would be a violation and infringement of the military fundamental right if they are excluded from participating in elective and democratic government. He wrote, it would be very wrong to discriminate against ex-military officers in the elective process as they are rightful members of the society. Banning them from governance was unconstitutional and unlawful. Professor Sir Igoni Park, who titled his write-up as Colonel Ojuku's memo on the Civil War should be somewhere, explained that Ojukwu not writing a memo on the Civil War was a big miss and disadvantage to the nation. Reverend Professor Anthony Kanu, OSA, on the next paper, wanted the blame game on the military to stop. It disclosed that blaming the military all the time was obviously becoming shameful and irresponsible. In his way, we cannot conclude blaming the military when the various civilian governments who took over from them since 1999 have done little or nothing meaningful to impact country economically. He noted that what the country needs at the moment is to build a strong systemic structure that will translate to real political and economic institutions and stand the test of time. Mr. Dennis Amakri, we listened to his lecture not quite long ago, a retired assistant director, DSS, in his subsequent write-up, declared that most military coups were staged under the guise of overthrowing a corrupt government. He noted that Nigeria hard-earned resources have been wasted in unnecessary military coups. He perceived that any politician and later-day military coupists share a lot in common, which is not having a clear vision for the country they all want to rule. Professor Patrick Eguli, in his article titled Nigeria, a Nation or a Country, argued that the ill-conceived marriage that brought southern Nigeria and northern Nigeria together was the root cause of the problem facing us as a nation. He informed that the two protectorates, which were forcefully merged without their consent, were never prepared for the union. This is why the unity, which ordinarily ought to be a rallying and unifying factor, has continued to create one enduring and endless animosity between the South and the North. Maxi Ogu, the convener and editor-in-chief of Afrikanwatch, explained in his own write-up that tribalism, which he described as a social hate, has greatly contributed to what has divided us. He blamed the British colonial master, who instead of uniting us, used tribalism to further wedge us apart. He said that power, intoxication, and desperation of the political class did not help us as a country who was longing for economic development. The final contribution in the memoir was from Mr. Alfred Omeni, the editor-in-chief and publisher of National Impact. In his article titled was The Egalitarian Dream of Our Forefather, a Fairy Tale. Omeni noted that military dictatorship has had the upper hand in Nigeria's 8 years of trying to reinvent herself, which in a subtle way has also slowed down the pace of development of our dear country. Alfred inferred that with the advent of the social media, citizens of Nigeria are getting more politically aware and getting actively involved in the socio-political and economic development of the country. Memo is a collector's item, anytime, any day. It should not only be a visiting place on the library shelf of our homes, but also on the library shelves of our tertiary institution. Thank you.
Before we move to the unveiling proper, I would like to invite our amiable rector, engineer Omokungbe, to help lead in the unveiling and launching of this beautiful piece, the memoir, the Afrikanwatch memoir titled Nigerians. Where do we go from here?
What I can say in a gathering like this, but I would say that the college for its library will pay for 20 copies of the memoir. Thank you.
I would like to call on Barrister Benson Ndakara to please help us launch this beautiful piece, the Afrikanwatch Memoir 2019.
The Army Director said that the civil servant and he will do his own way. I am on my own for now. I'm not a public servant anymore. And so I will do my own openly. We have to encourage these young men. And so I'm launching this one with a sum of 300,000 naira.
Please, a round of applause for Pastor Benson Ndakara. Thank you very much, Barrister. I would like to quickly call on Mr. Dennis Amakre, MON, for his launch.
This is a very beautiful work of art, and I am going to launch it with an amount that I've disclosed to Mark later for 5 copies. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dennis Amakre. Please, a round of applause for everyone once again. Is taking 5 copies of this for his library and his family. I'll quickly call on Professor Sola Fosudo for his launch, please. Otumba, Professor Otumba, thank you.
Without any doubt, the magazine is very rich. And I will pick just 2 copies for myself, and I would ask Mark to see me in the office for my contributions and support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Otumba. Thank you so very, very much. So I'll quickly call on the next person for his own lunch. I'll call Professor Atte Oloruntoba.
The family celebration, like what the guy that said, was perfect. And coupled with some of those information that I need, I know is much beneficial in the school. I will be picking some copies now, and I'm going to see Mark on it for my school. As a public servant, I wouldn't want the FCC to go after me. But I will surely see Mark on it with some copies. Thank you very much.
So you can do well to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for your family, for your library, for reference purposes, for research purposes, and so on. So I'd like to call on Dr. Fasanmi for his lunch. Dr.
Thank you. I will pick 5 copies, and I will stay back immediately after the event. Thank you.
Please, a round of applause for Dr. Please. And I will quickly call on Dr. Wahab for his lunch, please. Dr. Wahab.
Just like the rector would say, I'm also a public servant. And some of us also train personality like the rector, who's also a senior colleague. I will take 2 copies of the number, and then I'll also speak with Mark. On Monday, I will speak with my colleague, the librarian, to see how many copies the library will be able to also secure. And so I will see so that I'm going to launch the amount that I will disclose to him, something that is worth it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it. Before I go ahead to call on the next person for his lunch, if you're going out at the end of the program, the magazine or the memo will be outside the entrance or the exit. You can pick it up for a certain amount which will be disclosed to you by those who will be in charge of the memo at the end of the event. And I also like to recognize the presence of the Alumni Association here to support the rector. We recognize your presence. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking with us, and thanks for coming. I'll quickly recognize the presence of Comrade Victor Klexus, founder, national coordinator here, Impact Mission Initiative, IMI, representing Dr. Samson, U. Samson. Please, a round of applause for Comrade Victor. I'd like to also recognize the presence of Betty Jubando. Betty Jubando is a sociologist, gospel singer. She is from Nairobi, Kenya. She's here to support us too. Welcome. So let me quickly recognize some few more people. I would like to recognize Builder Yemi Oshibanjo. He is the General Secretary, Yaba College of Technology, Alumni Association. And then lastly, Apostle Shobo. He is the public relation Yaba College of Technology alumni. Alright, I'll quickly call on Colonel Shobo for his lunch.
I'll pick 5 copies of the magazine for an undisclosed amount, which will be paid on Monday. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Colonel. Quickly, I'd like to call on the representative of Senator Anthony Ademola, Mrs. Olanike, for her lunch on behalf of our amiable Senator of the House. Let's say something for him, please, or on his behalf.
Good evening, Mr. Ademola. On behalf of Senator Ademola, we're going to launch 5 of these and bring to 1,000. And he said sorry, he's not able to come today because he's a friend in Nigeria. That's why he didn't come. Thank you very much.
Okay, that is General Ladipo, right? Happy birthday to General Ladipo. Thank you very much. Please round of applause for one. And then we also welcome anonymous contributions, anonymous launching, anonymous buying. If you want to, if you don't want to make it public, you can do it privately. Just meet any of our crew members walking around with the tag Afrikanwatch crew or press. Do the launch and help the association, help the media, the media company grow to the heights where it deserves to be. So at the end of the event, like I already mentioned earlier, the memoir will be displayed at the entrance of the venue, so you can pick one before you leave the venue.
Barrister Benson Ndakara, Afrikanwatch Most Resourceful Community Leader of the Year 2018. Barrister Ndakara has built healthcare center for his community, built doctors and nurses quarters, renovated National Youth Service Corps NYSC Members Lodge, bought vigilante van for the security of his people, bought motorcycles for youth, renovated his community's market, revived his community cultural value already in extinction, gave scholarship to so many students both in the secondary and tertiary institutions across Nigeria. A man with a large heart, whose life is characterized by goodwill to people in general. Like the biblical saying, our lives are tale that is told, a weaver's shuttle, a flower that fades, and grass that withers. Meaning that nothing lasts forever. Hence, our existence in attaining immortality would only be based on the account of our contributions to humanity. Which Olorun Barrister Benson Ndakara, President General of both Orogun Kingdom and the Ragba Development Union in Ughelli North, local government area of Delta State, has incessantly done for his community and people over the years. He has received various traditional titles and awards nationwide.
Okay, on behalf of Afrikanwatch, I present this African Gold Merit Award to Olorugu Barrister Benson Ndakara as Afrikanwatch Most Resourceful Community Leader 2018. Congratulations. And this is a certificate to go with it.
C.P. Tunde Ladipo, Afrikanwatch Most Productive Security Expert of the Year 2018. The motivation that led C.P. Ladipo's interest into the security profession can be traced to most of his humanitarian services, which opened his eyes to joining the Nigerian prison service in 1989. While in service, he fell in love with the philanthropic gesture of the Catholic Church, and he did so much for the inmates through the Catholic Church. Based on this, he was rewarded with an award by the Catholic Prison Chaplaincy, Archdiocese of Lagos, Nigeria, on 13th of September 2014. Having demonstrated proficiency and commitment in the discharge of national duty, he was uplifted from the rank of Deputy Controller of Prisons to the Controller of Prisons in July 2014 and posted to the zonal headquarters, Zone A, Alagmo, Lagos. And thereafter, he was posted to the Prisons Training College, Kirikiri, in November 2015 as a commandant of the college. Currently, Mr. Ladipo is the Controller of Prisons, Lagos State Command. Under his administration, security within the prisons have drastically changed, revived, and now a better administrative custodial setting.
I present this Africa Gold Merit Award to C.P. Tunde Ladipo as Afrikanwatch Most Productive Security Expert of the Year 2018. Indeed, you are a role model to our generation. Congratulations.
Dr. Samuel Fasanmi. Dr. Samuel Fasanmi has contributed to several conference proceedings and academic journals across America, Europe, and Africa. He has rendered expertise to several organizations including West African Examination Councils on items, generation, and scale standardization. Conception, they say, is the father and product of achievement. Thus, every great thing achieved must first be conceived. Like the general maxim that tells us that greatness is not a function of inheritance or heritage, but vision. Yes, as the saying also goes, there are 4 categories of people. People that make things happen, those who watch things happen, those that know not what is happening, and those that put stumbling block to what is happening. Dr. Samuel Fasanmi belongs to the category of those that make things happen. Interestingly, Dr. Samuel Fasanmi is an industrial organizational psychologist. He got his first degree in psychology from the University of Ado-Ekiti, now Ekiti State University, Ado-Ekiti. His master's degree was in industrial/organizational psychology from University of Ibadan in 2006. Indeed, it gladdens our heart that you will join other distinguished Nigerians who have made indelible mark on the sands of time to receive African Gold Merit Award as the Afrikanwatch Researcher and Orator of the Year 2018.
On behalf of Afrikanwatch, I present this African Gold Merit Award to Dr. Samuel Fasanmi as Afrikanwatch Distinguished Orator and Researcher of the Year 2018. Indeed, your works are evidence of your success. Congratulations. Please, a round of applause for him, please.
Dr. Azeez W. Ademola. Dr. Azeez is a genius and a social critic who cares not whose ox is God, a great man of honor who believes in excellence and shares the axiom of two famous great men, Gilbert Keith Chesterton, an English writer, poet, philosopher, dramatist, journalist, orator, lay theologian and biographer, and Charles Dickens, same Englishman, writer and social critic. Both men reminded us that there is a great man who makes every man feel small, but the real great man is the man who makes every man feel great. An insight that describes one of the attributes of Dr. Azeez, a promoter of academic excellence and arts activities, an enigmatic scholar come social critic. Dr. Azeez is a valor and principled man who strongly believes in due process and bureaucracy, and leaves no one in doubt of his ability and commitment to justice, fairness, hard work, academic research, and policy analysis. This earned him the position of a chief lecturer, Federal College of Education, Technical, Akoka, Lagos, where he works not just as an educator but as a guardian to quality education and planning. We are indeed glad that you will receive African Gold Merit Award for your contribution to arts and quality education.
On behalf of Afrikanwatch, I present the African Gold Merit Award to Dr. Ademola Azeez for your immense contribution to academic research and excellence. Indeed, you are a pride to our generation. Congratulations.
On behalf of Afrikanwatch, I present to you the African Gold Merit Award. As the Afrikanwatch Astute Community Medal for the year 2018. Indeed, you are a gift to our generation. Live and reign. Thank you.
His Lordship Professor Emeritus Captain Atte Oloruntoba Timothy. Professor Atte is a distinguished scholar and a certified management consultant license holder with an in-depth knowledge and exposure in virtually all areas of human endeavor. Over the years, he has several researches and projects to his credit, which has boosted his career in management and legal consulting, policy analysis, foreign affairs and diplomacy, and academic scholarship. Indeed, we cannot talk about His Lordship Professor Atte without first acknowledging his inputs to national growth and development. He teaches men and women, young and old, to treasure the liberty of good manner and reputation, so that our names will be written in gold. A man of great wisdom and character, who has traversed across the globe, teaching men and women how to be useful to themselves. Born into a royal family in the ancient kingdom of Ayodele, as a religious, academic, and business leader, he has a pure, non-ideological Christian background and has been propagating for more than 4 decades in both the theocratic ministries and research scholarships in areas of international management practices and law. His engagements and laudable achievements in the academics and business world gained him several elevated positions both nationally and internationally.
On behalf of Afrikanwatch, I present to you African Gold Medal Merit Award. Today, being 6 April 2019, as the Afrikanwatch Most Outstanding Senior Legal Scholar and Advocate, year 2018. Indeed, you are a gift to our generation. Congratulations.
Professor Sola Fosudo, Afrikanwatch Philanthropist and Personality of the Year 2018. The life and kind gesture of Professor Sola Fosudo is a pointer as the Bible many read. For instance, he is a humanitarian that runs a foundation called Blessed Fruit Foundation, BFF, a non-governmental organization located in Satellite Town, Lagos, a foundation he founded 10 years ago with the sole aim of giving hope to the widows and the vulnerable in the society, irrespective of tribes, religious affiliation, and belief. Recalling one of Professor Fosudo's interview in Vanguard newspaper last year, he had this to say on his foundation: "The challenges of life compelled me to help the less privileged in the society. Over the years, BFF had realized that the needy and the circumstantially disadvantaged persons, such as the widows and orphans, do not necessarily need huge sums of money to keep their hopes alive and make them feel loved, but a listening ear, a helping hand, and a shoulder they can lean on to take them out of despondency and make them feel comforted." This Nigerian prolific dramatist, scholar, critic, film actor, and director come content developer has featured in several productions on stage, television, and film. They include True Confession, Glamour Girls, Ripples, The Moment, Village Headmaster, Forbidden, Arbitration, So Wrong, So Right, etc. He recently produced a TV series for FCMB titled Stepping Up. It aired on 5 TV stations including LTV8, NTA Kano and Ilorin, BCOS Ibadan, and CRBC Calabar. In the area of accolades, he has received many national and international awards.
Today, 6 April 2019, I present to you Professor Sola Fosudo, the African Gold Merit Award, as the Afrikanwatch Philanthropist and Personality of the Year 2018. Indeed, your works are evidence of your success. Live and reign on. Congratulations.
Dr. Mrs. Quincy Ayodele, Afrikanwatch Most Enterprising Woman of the Year 2018. The journey of fame, honor, and history of Dr. Mrs. Quincy Ayodele relates to the experiences and fortune of John Adams, whose life became scriptural to the people of America. Interestingly,
Mrs. Ayodele, who is widely known for her herbal medicine, is a Nigerian herbal medical practitioner, entrepreneur, herbal slimming and skincare veteran, and chief executive officer of Quincy Herbal, the foremost and first herbal weight loss in Nigeria. He started the company in 1996 with just only 5,000 naira. Today, the story has changed for good. This noble woman of fame created her enterprising business that is solid and attracted world attention and sold her company products all over the world. In fact, recently she featured in the Grammy and Oscars artist venture, the only Nigerian brand to do so. Dr. Mrs. Ayodele is a World Health Organization expert committee member on development of African traditional medicine into the health system. She is the founder of Herbal Slimmer and Weight Loss Association of Nigeria. She is the Secretary General of the National Association of Nigerian Traditional Medicine Practitioners, NANTMP. This position gave her the opportunity to meet the then former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, which became a positive turning point for her natural health industry. Your recognition today as Afrikanwatch Enterprising Woman of the Year 2018 is as a result of your unquantifiable and immense inputs to health system delivery through herbal medicine. Indeed, your works are live and active.
Today, 6th April 2019, I present to you African Gold Merit Award to Dr. Mrs. Quincy Ayodele as the Afrikanwatch Most Enterprising Woman of 2018. Indeed, you are a blessing to our generation. Congratulations.
Seagul Security Company Limited, most supportive company. Cornell Media Consult, CMC, most influential entertainment company 2018. Seagul Security Company Limited and Cornell Media Consult nomination for Companies of the Year was based on their contributions to the growth of Afrikanwatch, human capacity development, and indeed, nation building. For instance, Seagul Security Limited is owned and managed by one of the finest Nigerian retired military officers, a great promoter of Afrikanwatch, a father and a kind-hearted man, Colonel N. Shobo, whose continuous love for Afrikanwatch and support of young people's dream cannot be measured. He supports Afrikanwatch media anytime, especially during the media annual mid-year lectures. We are proud of you, sir, and may God meet you and your company at the point of needs. Introducing Cornell Media Consults, CMC, another great promoter of Afrikanwatch that concentrates much in the training of young Nigerians who are multi-talented in the entertainment industry. Movie, music, comedy, etc. And also recognizing great men and women of inestimated values and substance in the society, whose works are of immense input to human development, nation's growth. Today, Afrikanwatch Media recognize all your contributions to the entertainment industry. Reign and live. CMC is managed and owned by a young Nigerian ambassador whose name is Cornelius Udofia, a vibrant and peace-loving young man whose life is now a scriptural opening for young people who are in entertainment industry.
Today, 6 April 2019, I present to you the African Developmental Award to your company, Seagul Security Company, as the Afrikanwatch most supportive security outreach in 2018. Indeed, we are very grateful for all your contribution to our media house. Thank you. Congratulations. I present to you the African Government Merit Award to your company, Cornell Media Consult, as the Afrikanwatch Influential Entertainment Company for the year 2018. Indeed, the organization has proven its worth in business. Congratulations.
Engineer Obafemi Omokungbe, Afrikanwatch Man of the Year 2018. Narratively, the circumstances that surrounded Omokungbe's emergence as rector of the foremost higher institution in Nigeria, Yaba College of Technology, is still like a dream to his critics. But who is man to put asunder to what has been ordained by the Almighty God? None at all. Therefore, it is no longer news that within 1 year of his administration, infrastructure and academic excellence has returned back to the notable institution in Africa. Indeed, his achievements within 1 year of his administration is commendable. Starting the Functional College Central Research Laboratory, a well-equipped state-of-the-art research infrastructure, which include analytical chemistry equipment with molecular biology facilities, as a laboratory unit, marine chemical engineering simulation, mechatronics and general engineering as a laboratory unit, which is stationed for staff, students and the general public on research basis. Another development: hostels are being renovated, roads are being rehabilitated, new mattresses are being brought in to replace the old ones, while efforts are being made towards the installing 33 kVA electricity substation in conjunction with my home military barrack, Yaba, to improve the supply of electricity in the institution's environment. As part of his mandate, Engineer Omokungbe has intensified efforts for the college internally generated revenue, which has yielded resourceful results. The college staff buses, which were withdrawn due to lack of improper maintenance, have now been put in place for the benefit of all staff. Yes, it takes a man of high mechanism and alchemy to understand how things work. Today, we honor you with African Gold Merit Award, AGMA, titled Afrikanwatch Man of the Year 2018.
Merit Award to you, Engineer Obafemi Omokungbe, as Afrikanwatch Man of the Year 2018. Indeed, you're a pride to our generation. Congratulations.
Yaba testers.